9 steps to make a towel mop easily at home. Step 1. Required materials. Collect the things before starting the task. You may need to buy the cable wire from the nearby shop, but they are usually found at home. In addition to this, you should collect the following things as well. Scissors. Some pieces of Velcro tapes. An old towel. Mop stand. Cable wire. Nylon ropes. Regular tapes. A marker pen. Measuring scale. Step 2. Cut off the towel into half portion. Take a piece of towel. Afterward, fold it to get a double layer. By doing this, you can cut the towel into equal portions. Alternatively, make a precise measurement of the towel and mark the pieces into 2 sections with a marker pen. Each section must be identified equally and easily recognized. Now, cut it off and keep the pieces a similar size. Once you've cut accurately, put them aside. Now, you are ready to go for the next steps. Step 3. Take another cloth to give extra layer. After cutting the towel, you can put another layer of cloth inside the towel. This will make the inner portion stronger and the mop will absorb water quickly. If there are no extra thin or light fabrics in the house, you can make the inner layer with extra pieces of cloth next to your cut towel. Step 4. Overlapping and sew those pieces. Put those pieces aside, and overlap each of the cutting pieces. By this, all of them will remain like a crisscross position. Now, sew each separate side by hand. If you don't want to sew the pieces, you can cut them off to make a broad strip. Broad strips are less troublesome and easy to replace underneath the hem of the towel. Make sure that you cut 4 minor grooves around the bottom of the mop handle. Remember that each of the strips must have lied under the towel hems and edges. They should lay in perpendicular norms. Step 5. Collect the pieces and tie them. Now collect all the separate pieces. Make a strong bond with a rope. To tie the broad strips, try to make a string with them. Don't forget that this one is suitable for separate towel strips. You can choose an alternate way to cut the towel from its hem. Then sew the edges into a double section. Put 2 or 3 Velcro tapes inside and outside the towel equally. Step 6. Hook the towel into the mop stand. Now it's time to hook the towel into the mop stand. Tie the towel strips all together with the help of a cable wire. Attach those strips with a mop stand. If you're using the Velcro tape, fold the towel to attach the parts suitably. Then put the towel inside the mop stand. Now you're ready to mop with this homemade DIY tool. Step 7. Cut or close the rougher edge. Due to the roughness of the other side of the mop stand, it can be difficult to use for you. So in that case, you can wrap the rest of the towel around the rough edge area. Just remember one thing, don't make the handle too thick by putting an extra cloth on the mop handle so that it is difficult to hold. Step 8. Check if it works or not. Once the mop is ready, give it a try to see if it works or not. If it works excellently, check the binding. By doing this, you can ensure perfection. The homemade mop will be a more durable and fantastic solution for cleaning your entire house. Step 9. Mop your floor. If you don't face any problems after use, finally your mop is made and it is now ready to clean the floor of your house. So let's mop your floor. 9 mistakes you should avoid while making a towel mop. If you are a fresher or newbie, mistakes and danger can happen at any time. So having a clear conscience about them is mandatory. Here are a few mistakes you might attempt. Take a look and keep away from these mistakes. 1. Cut out the towel improperly. It may seem easy and straightforward to cut out the towel, but you need to do this properly. To make a towel mop, you must cut it out in a perpendicular way. Keep the towel on the floor, then drive the scissors straightforwardly. Tips. Before cutting the towel, you can mark it with a pencil or cut it evenly with a measuring scale. 2. Start from anywhere. Starting to cut the towel from anywhere is another mistake. For this, you can't get the best and expected result. If you want to make a proper mop towel, you have to cut it down from the hem. Moreover, Cutting from the corner would be perfect. So do not drive your scissors over the towel and begin to shear the edges from anywhere. 3. Over-tighten the mop handle and towel. Over-tightening the mop handle and towel is the standard error that anyone can make. It is good to tightly attach the mop towel to any stick or handle. But being over-tightened may spoil your mopping task to do the job comfortably. They often fail to mop the floor properly. 4. Tie the mop insecurely. Finding a secure place is a must before binding the mop with the handle. Without this, you won't be able to tie up the mop securely. Most people usually tie up their mop at the top of the handle. But this isn't mandatory all the time. If you find that the towel strips can be securely attached at the bottom, try to bind them there. You can use a cable wire to make a strong bond between the mop and the handle. 5. Forget to give a trial. One of the common issues you may find during the mopping period is getting loose or coming out of the handle. It is the most boring thing you have ever experienced. The reason behind this is the mop handle and the towel will not be secured properly. For this reason, you have to sit behind to secure them tightly in the middle of the work. To avoid this, give a trial to your towel mop whenever you're finished making it. Hold the mop up righteously and shake it to ensure security. 6. Not using a wooden mop handle. Using a plastic or Rubbermaid mop handle may not give you the expected comfort during the working period. As those materials are very slippery, the towel didn't stick to them properly. This is a simple error that you may make ignorantly. To give a good tuck into your towel mop, try to use a wooden mop handle. A wooden mop handle will be a better option to endure the towel. 7. Use paper glue to secure the towel strips. Some used to make a towel mop by securing them with paper glue. But those glues may melt away while you're using warm water to sweep the floor. Those are not a good option to stick the towel to the handle in most cases. So avoid using any glue or any materials like this. 8. Forget to fold the towel edges and sew them. Without folding the towel edges, you may not be able to mop or sweep the floor. Those insecure edges will give you extra trouble. Most often, you may not be able to do any of the complex tasks with them. Whenever you cut off the towel, try to fold the end parts and sew them properly. 9. Using plastic or steel handle. You may encounter various problems when using plastic or steel handles. Because the steel handle is comparatively heavy, it can be difficult to use, and the plastic handle can bend due to not being able to take the heaviness of the water. So it is better if wood can be used as a handle that will help to maintain the balance.